Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the Daily Scan for Wednesday, January 28th, 2015. All right, yesterday certainly was an interesting day, was it not? Durable goods orders, I think that was the big misser. And let's take a look at that. We're looking month to month at a plus 0.7, actually ended up being minus 3.4. And then coupled with that was, of course, the Dallas manufacturing survey on Monday, and it just was kind of a double whammy. The home pricing index was okay, in line. And new home sales actually looked pretty good. And here's the thing that kind of surprised me is consumer confidence. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I just think that there's a lot of people that just, unlike you folks, a lot of people are just not aware of what's going on around them, at least the truth anyway. So today we have the petroleum status report, and then Auntie Yellen comes out in the afternoon, and that, ladies and gentlemen, what she has to say is more important than what people are actually doing. So that's the way the world runs these days, I guess. So that'll have a big, and always does have a big impact. Even if it's what everybody expects, it still has a big impact. Of course, by now you know that Apple knocked it out of the park last night with their iPhone sales. Apparently this mini iPad here turned out to be pretty popular, and iPads in general, so I guess people just don't care. They're just going to carry a bigger device. Actually, my iPhone, which I think is a tad smaller than this one, because I have a 5S or something like that. And I got, my wife got a 5C for free. And, supposedly hers has a slower processor, but she's got double the memory, storage memory that mine does. But anyway, and I paid for mine. So, I like her phone just as well, actually. But anyway, I digress. Let's take a look at the futures over in Asia. We're kind of mixed there. And in Europe, right across the board, just like yesterday. And we'll see how that carries over here. What else do we have in headlines here? Let's see. Below, Euro set to crash below parity. We'll take a look at that. It's got a ways to go yet, though. Who's gonna? I don't know what. Rediscovering their love of burgers. Yes, I do love burgers. I always did. Ever since my first cheeseburger one, God knows, I don't know. It might have been McDonald's. I'm not sure. We went to one of the first McDonald's to open in the country, actually. And I don't know. I love burgers. Let's see, the snow job here, at least in New York City. Here's my favorite guy here. I love to watch this golf swing. Anyway, that's enough of junk there. Let's go over and take a look at the futures here in the US of A. I think... So I got into NDX yesterday because as I was going down the list, it was the first one. I should just stick with SPX. I should just stick with that and forget about the rest of these cash indexes. But I went with this, not making the connection to Apple if they should do really good. So here's why this number is looking good on the NQ. But everybody else looks either flat to negative. TF is up a tad, and ES is up a tad too, because they have components of they probably have Apple in them, and then there's on TF there's the small cap stocks might be related to Apple and riding on their coattails. And gold this morning is at 1287. Just doesn't want to get above 1300 and stay there, which is okay with me for right now. Oil's at 45.22, and the dollar's at 94.30, down a little bit from what we have seen historically, and the euro is at $1.13.6. Crashing, I guess. So I was taking a look at these put-call ratios, and my assumption was correct. It's puts divided by calls, so if the number is bigger than 1, then there's more puts, and if the number is smaller than 1, then there's more calls. Historically, I was looking at historical data back to that you can pull from CBOE website that I pulled back to 2011, I think it was, and I don't see many numbers below 1. So I think, like I mentioned yesterday, I'm not sure exactly how much weight to put into any of these numbers here. I don't know. Just because I think that there's a lot of puts anyway, because, that's how a lot of people enter stocks is, they'll sell a put, they'll go short a put in hopes that the stock will come down and they can actually exercise it and get the stock. So, yeah, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. I don't think it's important, I guess is what I'm trying to say. All right, let's slip right over here and start the scan. Start the scan. Okay, we have Apple right here, right now, which looks like it's going to open up around, what does it look like? 115 and some change, maybe 116. Let's say it's 116, which isn't really, all that high. It's 110. It's higher than, no, it was higher before. Actually, back in the end of November. So it's not a big deal, and I would not call that a monster move or anything like that. A 5% move, yeah, I suppose it's pretty close to 5%. I'm not impressed by the move, I guess you could say. But let's see, ABX, I can kind of take them off of here because I am out of Barrick Gold. So that happened yesterday. Let's see here. Let's see. NDX. Yeah. I think that must have happened on Monday, right? I talked about it yesterday. So, a nice little profit on that. Don't have to worry about it anymore. Take the money and run. Got some capital, do some other stuff, because that was pretty capital intense. I was laying out around $3,000 on the table there, so we freed up that capital. Now we can do something else, and we made 10% or better on it, somewhere around there. Amazon, I should just take them off the chart, shouldn't I? Didn't I clear up Amazon? I guess not. So we have some clutter drawings on Amazon here. I thought I went through them yesterday and cleaned them up, but I guess not. We also have earnings. We have earnings on this whole group here now. Let's jump right down to Costco. Were they on our list yesterday? No, we had Priceline. And then roll gold. I decided not to roll gold yesterday. Costco had a bad day like everybody else did. We got a nice hook down here. We now have an alertable trade on Costco, so I'm going to throw an alert in here. I don't know why you weren't on the list yesterday. That's pretty strange. Not going to bother with DX. We'll take a look at gold. Okay, we still have our covered call here, and we're in the money on that. But we are going to just hang in there. Wait for this to get this. How come it's, oh, here we go. I don't want to go way out to April at this time. I want to wait a while. We still have $3.39 here, and the price is just only $1 in the money. So we have a lot. We have $2.39 roughly to mess around with here, and wait for some of that to come out of here. Wish I could put an alert on this data here. Any of these columns. Yeah, any of those columns. But especially on extrinsic. Oh, that's what I would like. But anyway, decided to hold off on that. Alright, back to charts. Google. Let's see here. Got earnings coming up Thursday. LinkedIn. Got earnings coming up. Right, and then NDX. We'll take a look at that. We're in on that. We're up here. So I was coming down here in the morning, and everything was headed south. I said, well, let's get in on something here. And the first one was NDX. I should have just gone down to SPX and done that. But so far, I think we're going to be okay, because we have 42.03 right now. So we are at 42.31. Now, it can move pretty quick. But, yeah, and I have an order sitting in here. So I have 4 different accounts, and I bought one in each, or I entered one lot in each of the 4 accounts. Netflix. Well, feeling a little choppy this morning. By the way, no video tomorrow. I have an appointment that I have to leave very early for, and I won't have time to actually make a video and bundle up in my Eskimo suit to go to it. That's pretty cold here. Netflix, yeah, making a nice move there since their earnings. And this is, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this is powerful. You saw what the market did yesterday, and Netflix is just ignoring it totally and on a huge tear right up to the end of the day. That's pretty amazing. OEX, the S&P 100 cash index, kind of looking like NDX here, isn't it? Not real healthy. Actually, should have been considering doing something on this. This is 2 days. This is the 3rd day. I'm going to put an alert on this. There's still, we give it 3 days. 3 days here on the MACD. This 3 days have already passed on the stochastic. Now, we'll just have to see how it works out. Not sure what exactly is in here for underlines. I may want to take a look at that. Hang on. Well, son of a gun, here it is. We actually have it, S&P 100. And that is what the OEX is, I believe. It would be the same thing. And they're all, I guess you might say, pretty large cap stocks. Probably the largest capus stocks in the S&P. Some of these I haven't even ever really seen before, but we got Visa in there for as an example. Well, who's above $100 here? Let's take a look, because I might be interested in them. All right, Google, both of them, Amazon, Visa, Simon Properties. Used to trade them. Covered Call, one of my favorite covered callers. Why is this flashing up here? Join Mr. Scripps. I don't know why that's flashing. Lockheed Martin, Goldman Sachs. They used to be on the list. FedEx used to be on the list. 3M. Berkshire Hathaway. Well, son of a gun. Some of them are on the A+ list already. I may want to take a look at this some other time. See if I might be interested in anything there to enhance the A+ list. Alright, so we have an alert on OEX. No, OEX was on the list yesterday. I just didn't get down to it. Priceline was on the list yesterday too. We were looking to do, actually we had an alert on them, and I would imagine the alert triggered. There were so many alerts going off yesterday morning that it was like being in a fire station, I guess you might say. So we have 1, 2, 3 days on this, 3 days on the MACD. So this one's a little long in the tooth, so I'm taking a pass on it. The Russell. Russell's trying to show some strength here, actually. I can't really determine a direction on that, so at this time, I'm going to take a pass, even though we were, you know what? This is how it works, right? Well, this high is higher than the previous high, and that's one of the things from a price action perspective that makes me a tad nervous on the Russell. So I'm going to kind of like drop them for right now. SPX, 1, 2 days, 1, 2 days. That might be a little bit long in the tooth too. Not to say it's not going to go down today, but it may move back to up, is what would make me nervous. So Tesla here, this is alertable on Tesla. So I'm throwing an alert here. I want it to beat yesterday's low. So go ahead and show me. And Visa has earnings, pretty sure. Yeah, so taking a pass on Visa. So that's it for today. Now remember, no video tomorrow. I'm sorry, you guys are going to have to do this yourself. Costco, OEX, and Tesla all bear calls, all on the alert list for today. So have a great day. Thank you very much for watching, and happy trading.